what do we mean by the term brain-based learning? Now, in the term creativity, you have all known that it is being defined by two words, that is imagination, insightful thinking. Now, all these two processes are being governed by the brain. Now, when we utilize the brain in order to demonstrate creativeness in us, then there are some features which we must know that how our brain actively cooperates in order to form creativeness in us. Okay. Now, the first is parallel processor. We all know that we have used computer. There is the processor which is being installed in CPU. Now, in brain also, that is last class we have discussed with the left and right brain. Now, in that part, the left brain is mostly instigated for performing our intellectual activity compared to the right part. Similarly, parallel processor means that there are the two parts of the brain, left and right, which parallelly perform in order to demonstrate cognitive, affective, and psychomotor activities in us. That's why this parallel processor means these three domains as given by Bloom, they simultaneously work in order to provide the conclusive result with left and right brain. In our computer system, we all have CPU, and in the CPU there is processor. Now, in our brain, if we consider brain as the CPU, in the brain, the left and right brain are being installed to perform these specific activities. The left brain is mostly involved in performing intellectual activities, and the right brain is performing the affective and psychomotor activities. All these two parts, left and right brain, they perform cognitive, affective, and psychomotor activities in our daily life. Okay. Next, learning engages entire psychology. Now, what do we mean by the term psychology? Anyone? Tell. What? You are studying child psychology, second semester, and now advanced psychology. Now, what do we mean by the term psychology?
That's a scientific study of mind by brain.
Study of mind and soul.
Scientific study.
Then
Scientific study of mind and soul.
psychology is the scientific study of different elements in the environment which are playing an active role in our day-to-day activities. Because what the elements are existing in our surrounding, be it cognitive, be it social, be it personality, all these elements are part of this cyclic process. That is why we have pure psychology, we have social psychology, we have advanced psychology, and we have child psychology. So psychology means all these elements which are playing an important role in our day-to-day activities that we study. Now, learning engage with psychology, the change in behavior. Rather, the permanent change in behavior which includes all these elements in our society, and that what leads to the creativity. Means when the social, cognitive, educational, these parts are being included in our cyclic concept, of learning, we develop creativeness in us. Now, take this example. You all have learned about classical conditioning. In classical conditioning, first, if you can remember the experiment, the basic term is what we try to find out, that is stimulus. Someone is artificial stimulus and something is natural stimulus. Now, through this experiment, we try to generate the artificial stimulus in that animal. If you can focus operant conditioning by Skinner, there what creativeness we are find out, trial and error. The more we work, the more we prosper. If you can find out Lev-Vygotsky's theory of constructive learning, here we try to feel that how an individual can develop creativity without the full support of the mentor. Now, all this process, it reveals that if we can generate creativeness in us through the various elements exist in our society, in order to change our behavior, it links to psychology. Clear? If you, the term learning means permanent changing behavior. Psychology, it means all the elements which are playing an active role in the society and their impact on the human being. Now, when we learn a particular concept and that concept helps to generate the creativeness in us using the element of psychology, it reveals that our learning is complete with the psychological perspective. Clear? Shrikant. Searching for meaning is innate. No, please go. Go. Searching for meaning is innate. Now, tell me, who is in searchable person? Who searches? Who searches? Yes, that is correct. If you, now, who searches? Tell me.
So what?
The person searches means he has some idea. He has some hunger for something. It can be materialistic, it can be non-materialistic. So if you want to get something, you search for it. Now, here is written, searching for meaning is innate. Now, if you are a creative person, you will generate the idea of insightfulness. You will generate the idea of long-term thinking. You will generate the idea of entering into a decision without having any proper conclusive aspect. You will have the idea of hypothetical knowledge. Now, all these parameters, if you can imbibe within yourself, it reveals that you are a creative person. That is, search for meaning is innate. If you have these qualities within yourself, you are which idea. Searching for two things, an objective. When you have an object, there is a process. Now, this process can be changeable. You can go like this way, straight, right, left, down, up, anything can be there, but process should be there. Now, there is a term which is called rather a paper operational research. In that paper, from point A to point B, you know that I need to go from point A to point B. This is known, but how you will go, that is not known to you. If you know these 2 points from where to start and where to go, it reveals that you are a creative person. That's why it is being said that searching for meaning occurs through patterning. You frame the objective, you frame the hypothesis. Now you must develop the ways to find the ultimate conclusion. That's why it reveals a particular pattern within your work process. Clear? Next, emotions are critical to pattern. Now, this is a barrier. We have 3 domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Affective is our emotion. Affective is determines our stress, our anxiety, our things comes into of it will create a better. See, as a teacher, all of you will be if you can write and get good marks. Yes or no? Yes. Ultimatum is this will be it reveals that if teacher are more emotional in trying of getting good wishes from the students, this will belittle my profession on one end, and this will your understanding from the second end. In respect of creativity in your research, if you try to compromise the actualness, the validity, the reliable concept in idea formation, you will not gain the actual result. And that's what reveals that emotions are a barrier in your creative thoughts.